Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Music and Beyond. I'm Ernie Crazy Eyes from Recall Productions. Today, I have the singer from Dark Below, Josh. How you doing, man?
All doing good.
That's good. That's good. Me too. And I'm excited to talk to you, man, because like I heard the music and holy smokes, from like all the singles that you guys have released, from Tens to uh what's that? Tens, Halo. Like I loved all that music, and Deny was a good one too. I loved it. Um, and you guys just released a new single called "Hate Being Human," which we will talk about a little bit later on. But right now, I wanna talk to you about like what was the inspiration as a band, for you guys to come together and write the songs that you guys have been writing.
Oh man, well we've been at it for quite a while now. Some of those songs you mentioned, like "Denied," is actually pretty old. I think that came out in like 2015. So we had different band members and stuff back then. And then "Halo" was 2018, I believe. And now like "Tense" and "Hate Being Human," they just came out within the past year. So man, we just, like I said, we've been at it a long time. We love rock music. All those songs kind of come from different places as far as what they're about, but we had an opportunity to work with some really great people, and yeah, man, everything just came together, and it's what we got.
Yeah, man, and working with Jason Shriek and Malcolm Springer, like how did that feel working with them?
Oh man, it's great. I mean, we've been with those guys forever. Jason was originally, he actually was the guy who gave us our first show way back in like 2013, and then he started his production company, and he had the relationship with Malcolm from when he had been in a band previously. But been working with those guys a long time, and they're both just, more than anything, they're both just great songwriters. They're great guys to just, you go in with the idea you have, and then you just work through everything, and they help you to make your songs the best they can be. They're two of the best songwriters that I know. They're both incredibly talented guys and a lot of fun to work with.
Yeah, and I love the production and the whole, like, all the songs that I've heard. And sometimes I just sit down and I listen to everything, and then I just restart it and kind of like let my mind wander, and I'm just like, holy crap, like this is so good.
Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
And can you talk to me a little bit about your song "Hate Being Human" and what that's about?
Yeah. So that was one when we went to the studio. When we go to record, you like to go with, I mean, you try to have as much beforehand as you can, but our experience has been when we get there, we always end up writing songs too. We had only intended on doing like a 4 or 5 song EP when we first went down, but when we started working, it was like, man, stuff is just coming together. Songs are coming together. We need to do more songs. So that was, I think, the first song where we got down there, and it just kind of came out of nowhere because Malcolm was working on some kind of loop, and I was just standing there with my guitar messing around, and I started playing that intro riff, and he's like, "Oh man, what was that?" Like, I don't know, I'm just messing around. So that was kind of how that one began, and I mean, the song is, as far as what it's about. I don't literally hate being human. I'm blessed, honestly. I don't have a lot to complain about, but just kind of the idea of it came from just seeing some of the negativity in the world, some of the things that go on, the things that people do to one another, and sometimes, man, it's frustrating, and that's where that song came from. You just see the stuff people do, and it's like, man, just hate being human.
And I totally get it, man, because I listen to a lot of music in the negative area. And when I heard "Hate Being Human," it was kind of like a full circle type thing, and I thought to myself, wow, finally, you put it in a whole different way than I've been listening to and I think that was just, you know, like amazing that you did that.
Well, I appreciate it, man. That was definitely what I was going for. So I appreciate the kind words.
And what's been the toughest thing as a band that you guys have gone through?
Oh man, really, it's just probably feeling like it takes so long to really make progress because we've been a band for like 10 years now. It's almost 10 years. It's been a long road, and after all that time and all the work, it feels like we're just now to a point where stuff is starting to take off and we're finally getting somewhere. So I'm not a very patient guy, so it's been hard, but yeah, I would say that's it. It's just like, I think people, I mean, maybe you see a new band and you're like, oh man, these guys are new. Where'd they come from? But I think a lot of times you might not realize it, but those dudes have been grinding for a long time just to get to that point, and they're not really new bands, just kind of new to people.
Yeah, I get it though, because I mean I've been pushing this podcast for since 2017, and people are always telling me, where you been? Like, my podcast.
Yeah.
They're like, you have a podcast?
Yeah, I get it.
But that's crazy, man. And with these singles coming out and stuff, do you know when we can possibly hear a new album, or something with several songs?
Well, man, I'm honestly not totally sure what the plan is on that. We originally discussed doing a full length record and just releasing that, but the problem you run into, and what we kind of discussed, is once you release that, it's out there. So it's made more sense for us as of now to just kind of release them as singles. But we've kind of tossed around the idea of maybe doing 2 different EPs instead of one full length record, but that's still something we're discussing. So I can't really give you a definite answer on that, but we will definitely have more singles continuing to come your way.
I'm excited. I can't wait. From what I've heard these past couple of weeks, and man, honestly, I think Hate Being Human is going to be my favorite song this year.
Oh, man. Well, thanks, dude. That means a lot.
And what's your favorite moment in your music career so far?
Oh man. Well, we've gotten to do some pretty cool shows. We gotten to open for some bigger names and stuff, and had a lot of fun doing that. But our last show, honestly, we first played our first kind of headlining hometown show in a while, and just had a really awesome crowd. And this is the first time we've really had a big push behind our music and stuff, and had a local show like that. So really, I would say that last show at home, the people really showed up and played with some other great bands, and it was a really awesome night. Never forget that for sure.
Hell yeah. And I really hope you guys can come to my side of Texas, or Dallas, or San Antonio, because I kind of feel, with what I listen to on my phone or my Bluetooth, I kind of feel like you guys bring it even more when you guys are playing on stage.
Yeah, well, heck yeah, man. I hope so. I believe we're definitely going to be in Texas in March, early March.
Early March.
Yeah, and I think I don't have the exact locations for all of them. They are on our Facebook. But I believe we are going to be playing in the Dallas area. It's I believe either the 3rd, 4th, or 5th. I'd have to look for sure, but yeah, we will be in the area.
Yeah, I'll have to check, because I'll be going to South Carolina in March, so I'm kind of like, damn.
Yeah.
But maybe I can see you guys in South Carolina if you guys make it out there.
Yeah, man, I hope so. We're definitely doing more touring this year and trying to get out there more. So yeah, man, hope you can catch us at the show sometime.
Yeah, I can't wait, because what I hear, I don't know. I just love music so much. And one thing that I do love asking is, learning a little bit about the band name and stuff. I don't
Mhm.
know. I'm very intrigued. So where does the name Dark Below come from?
So back when we first started working with Malcolm, we had a different name. We were called Down Phase, and it didn't have any meaning or anything. I don't know. I thought it sounded kind of cool, but he told me, and like he's this kind of southern redneck dude, and he's just like, man, the band name sucks. You got to come up with something else. So I thought about it, and actually he made a comment to me at one point, and he said. He's like, man, you write some pretty dark stuff, but he said you just don't look like that kind of guy at all. And that was, I kind of thought, dark below, like, it's below the surface. So that's kind of where it came from, was that comment that he made to me.
That's pretty good. And who would you guys like to tour with?
Oh man, if I had like a dream tour or any like dream bands, I'd definitely say like 10 Years, Chevelle, Breaking Benjamin, guys like that. There's a ton of them, but those would probably be like my top three if I could pick anybody.
I would totally buy a ticket.
Oh hell yeah, dude, that'd be a great show. I'd buy the ticket even if we weren't playing, if those dudes were all playing together.
Yeah. And what's your favorite song to perform live?
My favorite song right now is it's a new one called Self Inflicted. It hasn't been released yet, so I'm thinking at some point it will be a single, so hopefully you'll get to hear it soon. But yeah, it's a little different, kind of more upbeat, but it's just a really fun one to play, and I'm really enjoying that one right now.
All right. Nice. Um, and what's one thing that you would like to tell your fans? Message to the fans. Like, what would you like to tell your fans right now? If they were all listening.
I would just tell them that just appreciate the support from them so much. Now with these songs going out to radio and stuff, we're talking to a lot of new people that are, just hearing about the band and everything and getting a really positive response. And, like I said, we went a long time without really much success, and it felt like we were just kind of spinning our wheels for a long time. So just kind of things trending upward now. And I mean, it's happening because these people are hearing it and responding positively to it. So we just appreciate their support so much, and man, it means the world.
That was beautiful, man. I love that. And one thing that I like to end every how I like to end every interview is if you were stuck in an elevator with any musician, dead or alive, who would it be and what would you talk about?
Oh God, any musician dead or alive? Oh, that's a tough one. Damn. God, my mind is blanking right now. There's so many.
I know.
God.
Trust me, it took me a while to answer that too. When I thought about that question a while back, I was like, how would I answer that?
Yeah. Man, there's just so many names going through my mind. Damn, I mean, I would love to like talk to Jimi Hendrix. Like what we do is so much different than what he did, but that was a guy that, like, as a kid, that was some of the stuff I first started listening to. And man, what would we talk about? Shit. Oh man, I'm afraid I don't have a very good answer. I don't know, man. Dang. I know I'm gonna think about this later, and I'm gonna be like, damn it, I have a good answer. I would have something way better, but right now I'm just blanking.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I mean, yeah, like Jimmy would be a cool guy. There's so many guys that would be cool to be in an elevator with, but then I'm thinking like, what would I talk to them about? I got one. I would like to ask. So if I'd like to be on an elevator with Axl Rose, and I would like to ask him what happened in St. Louis when there was the huge riot that got them banned from there forever. Because I guess
yeah.
I don't know exactly. I mean, I've heard stuff, but I don't know. Maybe I will hop on an elevator with him someday, and I could ask him. But I'm guessing I don't know. I've heard he's not a very nice guy, so I don't know what he would say.
Yeah, that would be pretty crazy. Hopefully he doesn't like try to fight either.
Yeah, I know. He might.
And where can we find you in social media wise?
I mean, we're on all the different platforms, Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff. I'd say our Facebook page is probably like the best one. So just check out Dark Below Music on Facebook and everything will be there.
I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me, man. I love the music. I can't wait to see and hear the music that you guys release this year, or you know, I'm excited. And if you guys want to check them out live, go to their Facebook page. And once again, thank you. And remember, everybody, that without music, life would be a mistake.